What's good, YouTube? We back with another video. And yes, I have the same shirt on, same clothes. It's still the same day. But today we have react to a video. This video's name. This raptor was accused of murdering her friend and then laugh about it. That's OD. Well, let's see what this video is about. Like, comment, subscribe, and hope you enjoy.
So recently, there's been this viral interview going around of this female rapper by the name of Bonnie Drip out of Indianapolis. And she was being interviewed by a rap blogger by the name of 16 Shot 'em. He basically runs and owns a blog page where he has a sit-down interview style format where he interviews rappers, singers, hip-hop artists, and all that, kind of like Vlad TV does. But recently, on 16 Shot 'em's TikTok page, he uploaded a very specific clip out of this interview, which now has 3.8 million views of him questioning Bonnie's past and the supposed street activities she's partook in. And all I'm gonna say after seeing this shit is
So she's a gangster.
she did that shit.
I feel like it's something you're not giving us, right? Because it's like, as you talking and shit, like, everything positive, you saying, like, nothing going on. I asked you, like, what type of shit you
Nah,
into
she
growing
did
up.
that
You
shit.
like, solo weed, this and that. But then, it's like you get snatched up for all these fucking murders.
This music make this shit look scary than a motherfucker. And she just look like she up to something. Just look at her, that's crazy.
So it's like, what type of life were you living, you know, before you went
That's
to
a
Arizona?
catch-22. That's your hypothesis. You just gave me your theory based off what everybody else say about me, and I'm telling you who I am.
She was a big ass eye. Looked like he was staring at
She
her.
did that shit, man. Whatever the hell this woman is being
just-
accused of currently right now in law, she did that shit. I mean, just look into her eyes.
Hey, how's it going, brother? Don't beat me up, man. Just in case
I don't care.
Oh hell no, bro. I'm watching this shit, trying to formulate my thoughts, and I can't even focus, man. I feel like she's looking at him, but I feel like she's low-key looking at me.
Just said that.
The
It looked like
interviewer
she's
just
staring
said,
at
I don't
me in
know
my
if you
soul.
guys were listening or not, but 16 Shot 'em said,
Nothing going on. I asked you, like, what type of shit you was into growing up. You like, solo weed, this and that. But then, it's like you get snatched up for all these fucking murders.
She's getting snatched up for all these effing murders.
and what murders, you may be wondering? Well, according to Fox News, a dancer by the name of Angie Barlow disappeared in 2016, and her body was discovered in 2017. And according to some
year
sources
later,
I've
it's crazy.
seen, this rapper right here with the dead eyes being interviewed by 16 Shot 'em, also known as Raven Miller, which is her real
She
name,
looks
has something to do
scary.
with the murder of this woman named Angie. In fact, this whole case is so big that there's an actual dedicated documentary to Angie Barlow's case on True Crime Daily, the YouTube channel. And of course, since I don't know much about this case, I do believe, for further context, it would be important to note
Yeah,
that this
check that out.
all went down around the Halloween season, the 26th of October to be specific, a Wednesday. According to chillingcrimes.com, 23-year-old Angie Barlow had plans for that night. She was due to a dance at a party at the 7,000 block of Harcourt at the Landmark Apartments and Towns in Indianapolis, where we also know Bonnie Drip was currently in proximity of as well. Apparently, Angie worked as a dancer at a local bar of Harcourt at the Landmark Apartments and Towns in Indianapolis, where we also know Bonnie Drip.
Bro, she look crazy. She look like a killer. Like a female, I won't want friends with her. I want anything. She's scary. I won't be friends. Don't, nothing.
Was currently in proximity of as well. Apparently, Angie worked as a dancer at a local bar in the area and occasionally did private dances, but this one was different. She had received a request via text message from an unknown number that read, "Hi, do you do private parties?" Angie believed the text message was from a woman, but the woman never provided her name. The only information Angie received was that the dance was an anniversary surprise for the woman's husband, and that the request was for her to wear matching panties and bra in either black or red, and the address and code for the gate of the
You could text somebody with an unknown number. You could text somebody with an unknown number. I didn't know that.
apartment complex. They also provided further context saying after spending a lot of money having great fun on vacation in Miami, Angie needed the cash and that is why she agreed to do it. Angie lived with her friend Mona and needed a little extra to cover the rent. Angie wasn't someone who was afraid to do things alone. She was fiercely independent and took each and every opportunity as and when it arose. Just before she left for the private party that night though, she sent Mona a text message that read, "Doing a private party at this address just in case I go missing, LOL." But just for safety and precaution, as according to
Now, when they say speak shit into existence, she speak her death to existence. Like, what you mean in case you go missing? I would never go. Unknown number, no name. Nah, I would never went. Never went.
this article, she included a screenshot of the address where the party was. Angie then drove to the party and put up a Snapchat at 11:45 p.m. that night. She appeared to be at the party and seemed happy. She was smiling. But then, the next day, nobody could reach Angie. Her friends and family members tried to contact her by text and calling, but there was no answer. Christina Kramer, Angie's mother, went to Angie's apartment, but it was clear that she hadn't spent the night there, and her dog, her beloved little Yorkie Pablo, was left with no food or water, which wasn't like Angie at all. That caused a real concern, and Angie was then reported missing. Now, we all remember her friend Mona, who she initially sent the text messages to prior to leaving for this event. Well, according to this article, Mona went to the apartment where Angie told her she was dancing at the night before. And when she arrived, she tried the code for the gate to access the apartment complex that Angie had provided to her via the screenshot. But it didn't work. Mona, now even more anxious and frantic, decided to climb over the gate and went to the apartment. But guess what? When she got
I'm not gonna hold you, a good friend. Go there and walk. She climbed over. Yeah, unless I got that thing on me, I am not going in there. By myself. No help. Yeah, not going in there.
there was nobody there. I mean, holy fuck. Imagine you being in this situation. Your friend just disappeared. You don't know where she is. The code she sent you doesn't work. She's not answering her phone. You actually hop over a gate to this apartment complex, pull up to the door of the apartment she was supposed to be in, and nobody's there at all after banging repeatedly. Yeah, at that point, you know her life is in mortal danger. But the article goes on to say that police requested the surveillance footage from the apartment complex and received a copy of it at 3:29 a.m. the morning of the 27th of October, the day after Angie left. The surveillance footage showed Angie's car, a blue Pontiac G6, leaving the apartment complex. A second car, a black car, is also seen driving out of the complex directly behind Angie's car. And immediately I know that just because we saw Angie's car leaving the complex doesn't mean she was the one actually driving it. And the black car behind her, that could have been somebody obviously linked to this case, somebody who robbed, raped, murdered her, or someone who did something very heinous to her. And I have to reiterate that this person, Bonnie Drip, is accused and believed to have someone robbed, raped, murdered her, or someone who did something very heinous to her. And I have to reiterate that this person, Bonnie Drip, is accused and believed to have something to do with this case. As in the next part of this article, we can see Bonnie with this guy who is believed to be her boyfriend. And according to the article, police discovered the host of the private party that night were Raven Miller, aka Bonnie Drip, and her boyfriend, Baron McCulloch. And Angie knew both of them. She knew them from dancing at the local bars and had even briefly dated Baron, the man on the right. But things between them were not good, and Angie's friends and family believed that if she knew who was hosting the party, there would be no way she would have gone there that night. Police believed that they may have had somebody else answer the door that night, and when
We back.
Angie knocked, she wouldn't know who was actually the hosts of the party. But subsequently, police questioned both Raven and Baron, and according to them, they were still in the apartment after Angie left. They said she was there that night but left with someone else. Inexplicably, police believed there was nothing further they could hold them on, as there was no direct evidence linking them to Angie's disappearance, and they were not questioned.
They have it. They go down. They go down in a damn. They go down.
Further. Shortly after that, both the couple left Indianapolis and moved to Phoenix, Arizona. So yeah, I mean,
That's
this is a very sketchy case, and the fact that
that's
Bonnie
shaky.
Drip, aka Raven Miller, with her boyfriend that we see in this image, just so happened to be the host of this party, and Baron, the guy on the right,
just
used to
focused on
date
about her
Angie
relationship.
before getting into a relationship with Raven. I mean, listen, man, I know I'm not the smartest person in the fucking room. I know I'm not that bright, but I'm sure many of us can put these clues together and understand that this is sketchy as fuck, and that there could have been some kind of friction or jealousy or disdain coming from either Angie to Raven or from Raven to Angie, and this could have been a setup to actually get her killed or essayed or robbed. Who knows? Something probably went wrong, and I don't know. The cops can't figure it out. Family, friends can't figure it out. Both Angie and Baron both denied the allegations of having something to do with her disappearance and subsequent death. But now in 2024, with this interview from 16 Shot 'em of him asking what she had to do with any of this, and her looking at him like this during this interview with these cold, callous, dead
Bro,
eyes.
I
I
wanna look
mean,
at this, bro.
That's a catch-22. That's your hypothesis. You just gave me your
That's
theory
OD.
based off what everybody else say about me, and I'm telling you who I am.
All right, so the next question would be why do everybody else say this?
I don't know.
She laughing.
yeah, I mean, when asking about your involvement in a potential murder plot,
case,
and if you
you
had
seen her
anything to do
laughing?
with it, why would someone's natural response be to smile and laugh? Like, is anybody questioning that? Like, at first, I didn't even understand the context of this interview, like this specific segment of the interview. But after reading that article with you guys and understanding what this whole thing was about, I'm just like, now I'm freaked out. I'm just like, what? That is not a natural response at all. And of course, I have no evidence that she did any of this or had any involvement, but I wouldn't trust her.
And they were saying something like, you know, her supposed to have issues over your ex-husband at the time, and she got invited to a party by you. They said they seen your car on the camera trailing her car like 3 a.m. leaving, some shit like that. And they said something like they found the body
This music
in the
is
backyard
getting me crazy.
of like some type of property tied to your ex-husband. Somebody supposedly said something like they even
Oh, she know have a kid.
said they got paid to bury the body by your ex-husband. All type of crazy ass shit, right?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, she did that shit.
That looks like, oh shit, niggas talking. I don't know if she did it, but I don't know. It looked like she did it.
Allegedly, until she comes out and explains how on earth this woman died on the same night of when she was hosting this party that she invited this woman to, and explain how this person never made it back home and just so happened to die that night within her vicinity. Allegedly, she did that shit to me. Allegedly. But to be fair, let me play a video that she published to the internet 4 years ago proclaiming her innocence and her lack of involvement in this situation.
And my last time addressing this situation, because y'all want to hear it from me. I'm who they've been waiting on. And I'm just tired of hearing all these rumors. Motherfuckers that don't know me, motherfuckers that do know me. Hearing all this different bullshit. None of this shit that y'all done heard is facts. If 50% of the shit that y'all been saying was true, they could have easily hit me with a conspiracy. But even the police know that the shit that y'all saying is not true. Everything that I'm about to state to you can be verified. You can go to the courts, whatever you want to do, public records, get all the information that you need. Everything that I'm about to tell you, it can be verified. First off, I didn't kill nobody. Second off, I didn't have to kill nobody for no money. So y'all can quit saying that I was 3 months behind on rent and car payments and all of this shit. You cannot be 3 months behind on rent. You're going to get evicted before then. Okay, period. Secondly, how am I late on car payments that never existed? My 2015 truck owned that, title to it. My Audi, title to it. Camaro, title to it. Hyundai, Impala, title to all of them. That don't even make sense. Had this shit long before all of this shit popped off. The police know that. They have all the evidence to prove that I was financially stable. So that theory is out the window. My wedding ring is 10 bands. What the fuck is you talking about? My teeth, that's another 6. Like, I was never hurting for no money, and I'm still not, sweetie. So another thing, y'all keep want to try to put out there that me and Angie had a problem with each other. She would have never went nowhere with me. The police got phone records, her sending me pictures. She got pictures of me in her phone. She knew exactly who I was. They have video surveillance of us at McDonald's together that same night. They need to release that footage to y'all so that y'all can see that she was comfortable with me. I never had no issue with this girl. Clearly. The police have all of that. Another thing, y'all really just need to quit calling my phone and calling all the people that's around me, because at this point, y'all putting a lot of people's lives in danger. All of the shit that y'all send to me, my assistant screenshots it, puts it into a folder.
Right.
You want to approach me, say that you're going to kill me, do all these different things. I have the right to protect myself. I'm going to protect myself. All of this stuff that y'all doing is
In other
just
words, she got that
talking.
thing.
I came from the mud. This ain't doing shit to me. I'm booked for the next 30 days. Thanks to y'all. I was booked before, but I'm definitely booked now. I just made a
Booked
couple
and busy.
bands on deposits. Deposits alone, $20 deposits. Motherfuckers love me and they fuck with me. Y'all not stopping my bag. Y'all giving me free publicity. A motherfucker that's in the streets or that know about the laws gonna put two and two together like, all of this shit can't be true. A motherfucker would not be free, nigga. The police know where I'm at. Y'all can stop saying that I'm running, that I'm hiding, that I'm wanted. I don't got no warrants. I'm a free woman. I can do whatever I want to do. Another thing, if you don't believe me, there's court documents. They came out here in 2017 and picked me up, took my DNA, took my fingerprints. None of it matched to anything that they have. Period. None of it matched. On top of that, if I supposedly did something to Angie in my apartment that y'all claim I moved out of, I'm going to touch on that in just a second. If I supposedly did something to her, this is on the news, so y'all can go look this up too. They came in there with that spray and them lights and all of that shit. Put it on everything in my house looking for blood. No blood. Period. You cannot cover up blood. I don't care how good you clean. I don't care what you do. There is no covering that up. And just to make sure they didn't miss anything, they came in my house for a second time. Again, they found nothing. My vehicles. They put 30-day holds on my car. Tore my seats up. Everything that they could possibly think of to find something that was not there. Y'all keep on lying saying that I moved out of the state a day after this happened. I was in that for 6 months after that shit took place. What is you talking about? I could not even leave because my nigga was on probation. He had to check in every Tuesday. That's facts. You can go look that up. What I can tell you I did is after my nigga got off of papers, which I already was planning on doing before I ever had a party, nigga, was leaving. Ain't nothing in that city. I'm a free woman. I ain't gotta stay there. After my nigga got off probation, 6 months later, you damn fucking right I left. Cause it's opportunities elsewhere. It's not shit in that city. Y'all all miserable. Either you fuck with me or you don't. I'ma keep getting this bag. That's what I'm gonna keep on doing. I'm trying to think of something else to touch on. Oh, and y'all wanna get mad at my celebrity client because they won't use their platform to promote bullshit. I've never been charged with a crime. Period. Never been charged with a crime. Nobody is obligated to promote y'all bullshit. All y'all doing is slandering my name, hoping that people are going to stop messing with me. You're not stopping my bag. Y'all threaten me every day, my family, all of the above. I do not lose sleep at night because I know that I'm innocent. Period. Y'all can stop calling me. It does not affect me. You're getting put on a block list. Nothing that y'all saying makes sense.
Nah, I don't know if she did it. She didn't do it, but I don't think she did it, but it's just crazy. She go missing after an unknown. Alright, my thing. If you knew Angie, why send from an unknown text number? She left your house, now she's missing, she ended up dead, then y'all moves out. Yeah, that's look crazy. That just look like you did it, but thanks for watching. Hope you like it. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.